Hi and welcome to the Remeber modding video. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a grain plane and a particle system for a new fruit. If you remember in a previous tutorial video we've added a new fruit type to trailers, combine headers and combines. Well, this is how you do the advanced part. And we're going to add it to the MR Gilbert 1800 Pro Plus from FSUK. So all you do is double click, extract it to get started, and there we go, and then we'll go into here. Now in this video we're going to be going into Giants Editor, so we can do that first. What we're looking for is we need to go and show you how to find them in the XML. So this is where everything gets counted. Obviously there's no extra fruit type added at the minute. We're going to add carrot. So we'll copy that, paste it in, add a bit of space so you can see what's going off. There we go. As it's an MR vehicle, you have your real capacity multipliers up here, so we need that putting in. As we're changing all these, it doesn't matter which ones we pick this time. Scroll down the bottom here, paste that in. So that's the capacitor multiplier done, the fill plane done, well called. Then we're going to need a particle system. And lastly, we call the fruit type, or allow the fruit type, so to speak. There we go. Now, saved as is, the trailer will work off carrots, but if it's going to use the wheat particle system, the wheat plane, it's not going to look right. But we can save that for now. We need to be the fill plane. Now this is the part we need to do in Giants Editor. 42100. Now there's no V symbol at the start. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. So that means we're in the first transform group, which is this one. That's the V symbol I'm talking about just there. I don't know the correct term, but 0 means the first part, 1 V symbol is the second part, and so forth. Some models have quite a few. So we're going in there. It was 4, 2, 1, and here we go. So this is it. We need both of those because one will be for the top, one will be for the little window at the front. So we're going to export this entire transform group here. So File, Export Selection, and we're going to put it in Textures and Planes, and we'll just call it Plane. There we go. So minimizing that, go into Textures, into Planes, and there's our i3D of the plane. Now if I right click that and edit with Notepad, you can see where it's looking, which is actually in the wrong place. See, this part here means it's backing up through folders, going higher. Say it's there, it's going up too, then coming down a different path. So something on the desktop, well, there'll be a folder on the desktop called Textures, then called Planes inside that, then the image. Where we have the i3D now, it's looking for this file just here. So as it's in the same folder, it doesn't need a file path, it just needs to call the file. So we can save that like that. And if we double click plane now, create a light, holding down Alt and moving the mouse buttons, we can zoom in and you can see there we have a wheat plane that we don't want. So we'll close that down. We're not going to save it because we don't want to cause any issues for itself. Right, what we need to do then is make a carrot image. Now it's looking at this image, we'll double click it, open it in paint.net. This is what we have to work with. What we're going to do is we're going to go on Google and we're going to find the image of a carrot pile. I'll try carrots. Carrot might work out better for us. And what we're looking for is basically a pile of carrots that we can use as a grain plane. Scroll down until we see something we like. None of these are jumping out at me at the minute. Obviously you can make your own from a single carrot if need be. That one on the left there's not bad, but it's a little bit off about it. Oh well, we'll try a different search. Now that one seems to have worked out quite well for us. There we go. See, that's got writing on it, that's no good. That's got writing on it. That's the wrong side of the carrot really. That's got writing on it, looks like we're using this one. So you do view image, save the image. Yep, that'll do us nicely. Save that. Come back in down to paint. Oh, there we go. There we are. Open this up in paint. Press S to use your selection tools. Control X to cut. Move over here. And Control Shift and V to paste into a new layer. I'll just shrink it down a little bit. And Control C to copy, V to paste again. And we're just going to build it up like this, covering up the wheat with carrots. This is only a quick job. Obviously you can make your own textures by getting a single carrot and rotating it, doing layer upon layer upon layer until you build it up into this basically, scaling them up and down. But this is just to show you how to do it. Right, we're going to save as rather than overwrite the wheat plane, because obviously the wheat image is in use for the wheat plane. So if we click save as, don't forget to save as a DDS, and we'll go carrot underscore diffuse. Oh, forgot to flatten. Sorry about that. That's DDS likes to be flattened. You come up here to image, and flatten at the bottom there. It flattens it into one layer. Right, just show that again. Make sure that's saved. There we are. Now we have a carrot diffuse, so we don't need this image anymore. We can delete that. Now go back into Notepad. When the computer decides to catch up. It's suddenly running very, very slowly. Well, whatever it's doing, it seems to be struggling a little. There we go, we're back. Right, so we're going to edit this plane again. We're going to call it carrot diffuse now. .dds. Right, save that. Minimize it again. It's not liking this minimizing. There we go. Right, we should be able to double click plane now and find ourselves looking at an image of carrot. But it was Control L, wasn't it, for a light? There we go. And as you can see, now we have a perfectly good carrot plane. It doesn't look too horrendous. You definitely get the idea of what it is. So again, we'll close this down. I'm not going to save it, just in case. We're going to go back into the trailer, and we're going to go to import this time, and we're going to import the plane back in. There we go. We'll have to rename it from wheat to carrot. There we go. Let's save that part, and we're going to Control X and cut it, and we're going to move it into the grain planes transform group. Down at the bottom there, the number being 42110. So back into here. If the computer catches up, she's gone a bit slow, so I'll have a little drink. I don't think I've quite got OBS set up right for desktop screen capture. She might catch up eventually. Come on. There we go. We're back. Right, close the plane down now. I believe it was 10. So the first plane will be 10-0, the second one will be 10-1. And that now calls a carrot plane. So when the trailer's loaded with carrots, it will look like it's loaded with carrots. The next part is going to be sorting out our particle system. Now as you can see, this is hiding in the main files. This $sign here means that it's in the main files for the game. So trailer DPS big, but we don't want that actually. But as it's a carrot, we need something which has a physical object, so we're going to copy potato. So we're looking for the potato one in the main game files. Right, they're hiding in the computer. I use a Steam edition of FarmSim. It's quite a long file path to get there. But when you get into the data folder, you've got a guide again, vehicles, particle systems, and we have arrived. So DPS big potato, there we go. And we're going to right click it, open it with Notepad just to see what we need. So we need a particle system shader, a threshing particle, file ID 3 is non-existent because there's nothing between the speech marks, and then we need to find that potato particle. Back out a few layers, so we need a particle system shader and a threshing particle, and obviously the big potato i3D. And we're going to put that, well we can delete the plane and plane shapes now as well, because we don't need them anymore, they're just getting in the way. And we do have a particle system folder, that's handy. So we're going to copy this. Do not edit or delete anything in the original files, it will screw up your game. You can copy them as much as you like, just do not edit them. Particle system shader and threshing particle. Okay. Threshing particle. We've got that. And particle system shader. There we go. Copy that. And having a quick look back in Notepad, it was in the, it's going up 2 folders, you see, and it's coming into maps, particle systems, potato particle. Okay then. So 1, 2, maps, particle systems, potato particle. Ah, good. I'll copy that, move that in here, and then we're done in the main save game files, or the main game files, and we're over here. So what we don't need now is that one. We still need that up, but we can work with this one now. Now we can delete all of this up to there. I'm going to rename that particle file as well to carrot, but everything else can stay the same. Obviously it's in the same folder now, so it doesn't need a file path. Good, job done there. Excuse me. I can rename this now to carrot. But what we need to do now is open this in Paint, and we need to change these potatoes for carrots, so we're going to need to go back to Google and find ourselves an image of a carrot. Just a single carrot this time, no. That could well be the guilty party there. Yep, that one looks about right. Again, save the image. Yep, that's in the right folder, so minimize that now. Open the folder itself, grab the carrot. Now, if you notice, there's these checkered marks behind the potatoes. This is for transparency. It means all you'll see is a potato, nothing else. Obviously on the carrot you've got a white background. Now, depending what image you've got, the magic wand, there we go, selected everything but the carrot, press delete, and you're left with your carrot. So just press S for that. And we're going to Control X cut him and bring him over here. Control Shift and V for post him in a new layer. Keep the canvas size. I'm just going to have to position the carrot about, and we can Control Copy and V. Move them over here. If you right click a corner point, you can rotate. Swap all these potatoes out for carrots. Maybe make some a little bit bigger. Okay, for that is M. And maybe shrink this one down a little bit. There we go. Then all we do is the background where the potatoes are, is delete that layer altogether, and we're left with just carrots. Probably should have changed that one's direction a little bit more as well. So we'll flip that one like that. There we go. Right, we'll save that. Now I have to save it as DXT3 this time because there is transparencies. There we go, that's all saved up. Now we're going to rename this as well. And just while I'm here, make my life a little bit easier by highlighting this. Control C for copy. Open it up in Giants, press play, Control L for a light, and we zoom in, we should see carrots. There we go, lots and lots of little carrots. Again, we'll close that down without saving anything, because we don't need to. We can delete the carrot image we got. I believe we can shut this down as well now. But this one we do need to save because we've put the grain planes in. Don't forget that part. This one does need saving. So back into Notepad with the XML file. We're down here. I'm going to delete all this up to here, and as we're working off the trailer zone particle system folder, all it is PS / Control V for the part I copied, and there we go, trailer DPS big caret. We save that. We can delete it then because we've done everything. It seems to be Notepad that slows my system down. Yep. There we go, we're back. So the particle system's done, that's been called. The grain plane's done, that's been called. This is, yep, the main part. All you do then, select everything, add to archive. Select zip. Delete files after archiving because I won't be needing them again. And then you'd move this into your mods folder and you're good to go with Caret. Right, thanks for watching this OEB modding video. I'll see you next time. Bye.